On with Jay Williams. And Jay, the Grizzlies have long departed Vancouver. The Raptors are Canada's team, and right now, one of the most consistent in the NBA.
And this team has a whole country behind them, Ed, just not a city. And I'm so sick and tired of fans talking about this team can't make it out of the playoffs. They have the personnel to achieve the ultimate level of success, and that's winning an NBA championship.
No, in hockey terms, he's ready to drop the gloves. We're ready to go in this one in Toronto. The Lakers begin the game with the basketball. They go down to Davis. Serge Ibaka, huge block.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Across the timeline, it's Lowry. He'll run the offense. Oh, emphatic slam. So far, so good.
Didn't take long to get this crowd on their feet, and one of the most undervalued things in sports, the 13th man, the fans. If they get you going in the game, they can help you sustain that energy.
To James. Pascal Siakam swats it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Slams it down.
Some players are so cerebral. I'm not even paying attention to the dunk as much as I'm paying attention to the player pointing and communicating to everybody his team needs to guard on the next play down the court.
To Josh Hart. Jay, Magic and Kobe each won 5 titles. How are you going to judge LeBron James' legacy in L.A.?
If LeBron James wins 1 championship in L.A., that means he will set himself apart. He will have won 4 championships in 3 different cities. Now, that is polarizing for some fans. That still does not take away from the overall greatness and the legacy of LeBron James.
First effort, off the mark. Textbook body control on the Euro step.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Across the timeline comes James. 5-point game. LeBron James, 2 of 4 now. Jay, what makes LeBron so special on the offensive end?
Well, first and foremost, look at that frame. 6'9", 265 pounds with the agilities of a guard. He can blow by you. If he dips that shoulder, there's no way. There is nobody in the NBA that can guard that man one-on-one.
Now the Lakers are going to call a timeout. They'll catch.
Subbing in for Los Angeles, number 15.
Lowry. Good. Off a spin.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
To James. And he's going to the free throw line.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
And he connects on the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Lowry into the front court. The lead is 11. Deep right corner. Knocked loose. Lakers come up with it. And Cousins throwing it down.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Serge Ibaka slams it down.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
To James. Going to launch beyond the arc. Can't get the bounce. Lowry with it. It's an 11-point game. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Lakers at the controls right now. Nothing going here on that drive. LeBron James, 3 for 6 now.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
I'm here. I got ball.
Lowry.
Trap. Here we go. Double team.
To Ibaka. Short jumper off the mark.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
Hart to James. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
This game is so mental. Trust me, some nights you get poor effort defensively, you can't make any shots, then you see the ball go in, boom, switch turned on.
LeBron James with a piece. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And so many players, when they come into the paint, they come in with that soft approach. He didn't come in soft at all. He came in with aggression, and he went through the defender. Through, not around. That's key.
Serge Ibaka at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 76% from the line. Free throw, good. A three-point play as they move in front here just before the break. LBJ has it. Here comes the screen. Chance for LeBron James, just not going down. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. Just inside the arc, at the buzzer, it's good, just as the horn sounds. Inching a little closer, but still down at the break. Time expires to end the first half.
The Raptors dominated this matchup.
Player of the half.
The film speaks for itself. Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
Pascal Siakam. Easy path to the rim.
I remember my high school coach said one man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
LBJ to Cousins. Hart. Shot from the lane won't go. Lowry. That'll get out off the Raptors. James into the front court. Down by 15 to Cousins. Gets toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Count the bucket for 2.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. The pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
To Davis.
2 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
Here's James. The rebound's corralled by the Raptors. Pascal Siakam. Got it.
This is why I go back into player mode. If a dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
James to Davis. Serge Ibaka sends it away.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
To Lowry. Short jumper won't fall.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
James down low for Davis. Anthony Davis. It's been a quiet night. Only 3 attempts, but he makes that one stick.
Old school equals high percentage.
Now a whistle, and Toronto's going to use a timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. To Ibaka. From the outside, no good. On the follow, way to stay with it.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Baseline drive, but he can't finish. Kennard. Anthony Davis rejects it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
And did you see the lift on the shot? Did you see the ball release off the hand? To be able to have the concentration to finish with such a feathery touch in the midst of contact, that's something special to watch.
Third quarter comes to an end. The fourth quarter on the way. The Raptors enjoying a sizable lead. It'll be Lakers ball as we begin the fourth quarter. And not a whole lot you could do in this situation other than give it your best shot.
And players don't like to hear this, Ed, but the reality of the matter is this is a character-building opportunity. Yes, you may lose this game, but that does not mean that you do not fight each and every possession.
The pass taken away by the Lakers.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
To Bradley. Here comes the screen. The drive. Right. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
Into the game for the Los Angeles Lakers, number 3, Anthony Davis.
James.
Number 22.
And flushes it down. No stopping AD here.
An easy 2. Get back on defense.
Ball controlled by Kyle Lowry. To Powell. Off the assist.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
LeBron into the front court. Down a bundle. Down to 5 on the 24 from long range. Great defense, forcing the miss.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
LeBron with it up top. His guys down big. All by himself. Creates his own shot there.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Powell. Stuffs it down with authority.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
Here comes the screen. Here comes the screen. Here comes the screen.
Here comes the screen. Just off the mark. The follow won't go either. Give him 2 points. High percentage. They'll let one fly from half court. It's the Raptors with the victory as they win this one handily. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Raptors were merciless.
Player of the game.
The highlight says it all. He's your player of the game.